Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be taking you through some of the common errors which we normally encounter in Excel spreadsheet, especially when we are working with figures or formulas. So there are very many errors. So let's open our workbook. As the other previous videos, we have been defining many items or common terms in Excel. So the first errors that we will today have to go through is the errors to do with having a narrow cells where we are working. So for instance, we might have very large numbers and we want to ensure that all our figures fit, and we encounter such kind of writings of some character like hash. So in this case, it shows that where you're working is narrow. So the automatic way of correcting that is by double clicking, and it will automatically fit into, or sometimes you would have to drag manually, as we have done here. You drag manually until all the figures that you have typed is fully displayed. So that is one of the common errors that you will always encounter when you are working with Excel. Another errors that we normally encounter when we are working in Excel spreadsheet is errors to do with dividing. When you cannot divide any given number by 0. So when you try to divide it by 0, let's put up a formula like equal sign 10 divided by 0, and definitely this will give you this kind of error code that you see. The error code is div stroke 0. So that means you have done it wrongly. So the only way to ensure you correct that is by inputting a formula. So the formula that you are going to input is a equal sign if that formula, and then with a b, assuming we want to apply that b as being one of the where we are going to have our then 0 with 0 is equal to 0, and then we separate it with a comma and then a double column, and then with a comma, and then probably we can enter another cell A1 divide by now our B1, and then we close up this with a bracket. So eventually it will give us what we want. So you can see it give us a 0. That is one way of rectifying that error. So another errors that we normally encounter when we are working with Excel is sometimes we mistakenly type a formula without putting either a column or sometimes a comma. So for instance, assuming we want to use this give a summation of, say, sum bracket, and we want to sum up all the items which are in that, and then we forget to put in, let's try to forget putting in any column or any comma in between, and then we enter. What will bring you is this error code as null, NULL. So that is a common errors that you will always from time to time be able to encounter. So for you to correct that, you will begin to type equal sign this function sum, and then what you do, you bracket it, and then you say A1, then you either put a column or a comma. For our case, we put a column, then we say B1, and then you close up the bracket, and then we enter. Definitely it will have to give us what is there. So, or you use a comma in between as equal sign sum, and then you say A1, and then we put here a comma to then B, and then B1, then we close it, and it should be able to give us that. So that is how you can correct that error. Another error which are so common, it is this error. Sometimes we want to write assuming we want to say a square root, we want to get a square root, and then we put in our formula s square, a square root, let's say a square root of -1. We very well know that the square root of -1 will always not is give us a invalid number, so it give us this number. That means these error codes that come, it shows that what we are the formula we have used is invalid. So for us to put it to be valid, we have to remove the negative from that. Then we say equal sign, then square root, then we begin close, then probably let's put 2, and then we close the bracket, and then it will bring us. So this is one way of ensuring we clear that error code or rectifying that error code. So the last one that I'm going to be taking you through is this is to do with the errors that come by mistyping. For instance, we want to make up to sum because sometimes we might be in a hurry, we want to type something or sum, then we end up typing many unnecessary letters, like for instance as we had put, and then we say sum. What are we summing up? Maybe we are summing b1 and then plus, then we say b10. Let's say this is what we are trying to sum, and you see what it bring out, that you have an error code in naming. So this error code in naming can only be solved or rectified through writing it in making a correct spelling sum, and then you say, let's say b1, then and then b10. So then we close it, and this will give us what is correct. This give us what is correct. This is how we tend to solve this error. So for now we end here. Make sure you like my channel, and make sure you also subscribe, and then give your comment, so that the next time I post another video similar to this, you are able to get the notification. And remember to hit that notification bells again, so that you don't miss my video. Thank you for now. Bye bye.